So dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this first chapter of class 9th mathematics, that is number system. So in the previous video I have just told you about all the types of numbers. Okay, the real numbers means the brief introduction I have given you about all types of numbers. So here again I would be discussing all those numbers here. Okay, so first one is the natural number. So what are the natural numbers? Simply the counting numbers are known as the natural numbers. So they are starting from 1 up to infinity. Okay, 1 2 3 4 etc. So these all are the natural numbers. Then you have the whole number. Whole number means if you adding there 0, then you would be getting the whole number. Whole numbers are starting from 0 to infinity, 0 1 2 3 4 etc. So all these are the whole numbers. Okay, then you have the integers. Integers are what? 0 1 2 3 dash up to infinity. Then the negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 up to minus infinity. So the integers are starting from minus infinity to plus infinity. And one more thing, these integers are including whole numbers also and natural numbers also. So integers, all natural numbers are integers and all whole numbers are integers. But all integers are not whole numbers. Some integers are whole numbers and all integers are not natural numbers. That also you should know. Getting this? Now the next one is the prime number. Prime number means the number which have only two factors, means the number itself and 1. Means there should be only the two factor. Like if I say 3, if I say 2, so this 2 is having only two factors, means this 2 is divisible by 2 also and it is divisible by 1. Only these are the two numbers which are dividing this 2. So 2 is a prime number. Then 3, if you see the factors of 3 is divisible by 3 and 3 divisible by 1 also. So only these are the two numbers which are dividing this 3. So 3 is also prime number. 4, no, 4 is not prime number. If you see, 4 is divisible by 4 also, 4 is divisible by 2 also, and 4 is divisible by 1 also. So you have 3 factors here, but you need only 2 factors. The number which are having only 2 factors, you would be calling such number as the prime number. Okay, so 4 is not a prime number here. So you can write here 5, yes. 5 is also having only 2 factors. Then you write the next number, that is 7. Then the next number would be what? 9. No, 9 is divisible by 9. 9 is divisible by 3 also. 9 is divisible by 1 also. But 9, so you can see 9 is also having 3 factors. So only those numbers are prime which are having only 2 factors. So next number would be 11, then 13 etc. up to infinity now. Okay, so these are known as the prime numbers. So prime numbers means the numbers which are divisible by 1 and the number itself. Okay, then you have the even number. Even number means the number which are divisible by 2. The numbers which are divisible by 2. Let's say 2, 4, 6, 8 etc. So all these are what? All these are even numbers. Okay, now what are odd numbers then? Odd numbers means the numbers which are not divisible by 2, means starting from 1, then you have 3, then you have 5, then you have 7, then you have 9 also. So these are the numbers which are not divisible by 2. So you are calling them as the odd numbers. Now what are the coprime numbers? Coprime numbers means two numbers are said to be coprime if they have only 1 as the common factor. Let's say I am writing two numbers, let's say 2 and 3. So these are coprime numbers. How? If you see factors of 2, what are the factors of 2? 2 and 1. Because 2 is divisible by 2 also and 2 is divisible by 1 also. So 2 and 1, these are the factors of 2. Now if you see the factors of 3, what are the factors of 3? 3 is divisible by 3 and 3 is divisible by 1. Getting it or not? So these are the factors of 3. Now if you see what are the common factor between 2 and 3, what are the common factor there? 1 is here also, 1 is here also. Only 1 is the common factor. So if only 1 is the common factor between two given number, then you would be calling such numbers as coprime numbers. So these are the coprime numbers. Are you getting it or not? Next one. Like if you see 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Now if you see the factors of 4, what are the factors of 4? Is divisible by 4, 4 is divisible by 2 and 4 is divisible by 1 also. Now if you see the factors of 9, 9 is divisible by 9, 9 is divisible by 3 and 9 is divisible by 1. So what is the common factor between these two? Yes, here also 1. So 1 is the only one should be the common factor. If one more common factor is there, then the set is not a coprime one. Okay. So two numbers are coprime if they have only 1 as the common factor. So here also you can see 1 is the common factor between these two. So 4 and 9. This one set is also a set of coprime. So similarly you can find out many such sets which are coprime. Okay. Then you have twin primes. Twin primes means, okay, before twin prime, let me tell you one more thing. Sorry, I have just made a mistake here. Let me tell you about the composite numbers first. Composite numbers. So what are the composite numbers? The numbers which have more than 2 factors. Just vice versa to the prime numbers. Prime numbers means the number which have only 2 factors. That means the number itself and 1. And the numbers which are having more than 2 factors, you would be calling such number as the composite number. Okay, more than 2 factors. For example, 4, starting from 4. The smallest composite number is 4. So if you see the factors of 4, what are the factors of 4? Divisible by 2, divisible by 1. So these are the 3 factors. So it is having more than 2 factors, means it is having 3 factors. So 4 is a composite number. So similarly, the numbers which are having more than 3 factors, you would be calling such numbers as composite numbers. So similarly, you would get many such numbers here, etc. up to infinity. So these all are the composite numbers. Okay, getting it? Very good. Now let me tell you about twin primes. Twin primes. What are the twin primes? Two numbers are said to be twin prime. Two numbers are said to be twin prime if both are prime number and there should be one composite number between them. What is this? Let me tell you again. Two consecutive, okay, yes, two consecutive numbers, or I would just more clarify it. Two consecutive prime numbers. Two consecutive prime numbers having one composite number between them would be termed as twin primes. Let's say 4, two prime number I would take. Let's say the first prime number that I am taking is 5, and the second what is the next prime number after 5? That is 7. Yes or not? Yes. So that is 7. So these are two prime numbers. 5 is also prime, 7 is also prime. So what number is there between them? You have a number, that is 6 is between them. And this 6 is what? This 6 is prime? No, this 6 is composite number. So you would be calling these numbers as the twin primes. Why? Just the definition. Look at the definition once more. Two prime numbers having one composite number between them would be termed as the twin prime. Are you getting now? Yes. So 5 and 7 are twin primes. These are the two consecutive. Yes. Two consecutive prime numbers, because after 5 there comes the 7. This is the next prime number after 5. Okay. So two consecutive prime numbers having a composite number between them would be termed as twin prime. So 5 and 7 are twin prime. Okay. One more. Can you tell me one more example? Yes. What would be the next one? Just give me. Let's say, yes, 3 and 5 also. 3 and 5. 3 is prime number, and after 3, what is the next prime number? That is 5. 3 is prime number and 5 is also prime number. And what is the number between them? That is 4. 4 is the number between 3 and 5. And this 4 is composite number. Yes or not? So this condition is being satisfied here also. So 3 and 5. This is also a set of twin prime. These are also the twin primes. Are you getting? So two consecutive means one after another. So 5 is coming after 3. So 5 is the prime number which is coming after the prime number 3. So that is why these are two consecutive prime numbers. So two consecutive prime numbers having one composite number between remember this, huh? Yes, two prime numbers, consecutive prime numbers having one composite number between them would be termed as twin primes. So 3 and 5 are also twin primes. Are you getting this? Just note it down. Okay. Now let me tell you about the rational and irrational numbers. That would be the next one. Rational number. Rational. Next one is the rational number. So what are the rational numbers? Rational numbers means the numbers that can be written in the form of P by Q, or you can say the fractional number. The number which are there in the form of fraction, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2, 2 by 1. So 2 is also a rational number. Why? Because you can write it as 2 by 1. 0 is also a rational number. Why? Because 0 you can write it as 0 by 1. Are you getting it or not? Yes. So what? So the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q are known as rational numbers. Okay? Okay? And what would be the decimal expansion of the rational number? If you see, the decimal expansion of the rational number would be of two kinds. Dear decimal expansion. Decimal. Before this, let me tell you the example of rational numbers. So what are the rational number here? 1 is rational number, 0 is also rational number, 2 is also rational number, 3 is also rational number, -1, -2, all these are rational number. Then you have 1 by 2, then you have 3 by 5, etc. So all the fractional number, positive, negative, all these numbers are rational numbers. Okay? Okay? So 1 by 2 is also rational number. 1 by 3 is also, because it is in the form of fraction. This is also rational number. Okay? Now if you check the decimal expansion, because these are not in the form of decimal, these can be in the form of decimal, because if you are dividing this 1 by 2, you are going to get the answer in the decimal form. So let's check the decimal expansion of the rational number. So the decimal expansion of the rational number would be of two kinds. Let's say you are to divide this 1 by 2. So how much you would get? If you are dividing this 1 by 2, it is divisible how many times? Not divisible, so put decimal, then 0 to 2 5 ja 10. No remainder is here, means terminating decimal. So where you have no remainder, you would be calling such decimals as terminating decimal expansion. You are getting 0.5. You have the remainder 0 here. Okay. So where you have the remainder 0, then you would be calling such decimals as terminating decimal expansion. So the rational numbers have terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. It ends somewhere. Terminating. So rational numbers have terminating decimal expansion. And one more. If you check 1 by 3, let's divide this 1 by 3. Because 1 by 3 is a rational number. Now let's divide it. This 1 by 3. How many times it is divisible? Not divisible, put decimal. Then 0. 3 3 ja 9. Then 1 remainder. Then again put one more 0. 3 3 ja 9. Again 1 remainder. Then again put one more 0. 3 3 ja 9. Means this never ends. You would always going to get a remainder there. You are always going to get a remainder there. So where you are going to, where you are getting the remainder always, and you can see 3 3 3, this all is it is repeating. Okay, so it means what? The decimal expansion of the rational number can be a kind of non-terminating but repeating. It is repeating. This 3 is going to repeat again and again. Are you getting this? Yes, this 3 is going to repeat again and again. Okay, so where there is repetition, there such decimal expansion would also be the rational number. Okay, so the decimal expansion or rational number would be kind of non-terminating, because it is non-terminating. You are always going to get the remainder there. So it is non-terminating. Non-terminating. One more thing, it is not only not terminating, it is repeating also. So non-terminating, repeating. So this is the decimal expansion of rational numbers. So rational numbers are terminating also, non-terminating, repeating also, and 0 1 2 3 4 etc. So these all are the rational numbers. Okay, okay, yes. So if I am writing a 0.5, this is a rational number because this is terminating. And if I am writing 0.333 etc., so this is also a rational number because it is non-terminating and repeating. Getting it or not? So this is the next type of numbers, that is the rational number. Now we would be talking about the next one, that is irrational number. So what are the irrational numbers? Next one is irrational. Irrational. So what are the irrational numbers? If you see, what are the irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are those numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q. Which are not there in the form of p by q. Means the numbers which are not there in the form of fraction. Which cannot be written in the form of fraction. You are calling such number as irrational number. Okay. So tell me, this 2, is it irrational number? No. You can write it in the form of p by q. So the number which cannot be written in the form of p by q, you would be calling such number as irrational number. Like under root 2. Which cannot be written in the form of p by q, you are calling such numbers as irrational numbers. Like under root 2. You cannot write under root 2 in the form of p by q. And do not think that yet under root 2 you can write it as under root 2 by 1. No. Both should be integers here. Where p and q both should be integers. Under root 2 is not an integer. We have already done integer. Integers are 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Then you have minus 1, minus 2. These all are integers. So here you would not get the under root 2 here. So under root 2 is not an integer here. So if you are thinking that we can write under root 2 as under root 2 by 1, you are wrong then. If you are writing it in this one form, still it is not a rational number. Why? Because both should be integers. This p and q both are integers here. Okay. So under root 2 is not an integer here. So hence what? Under root 2 is an irrational number. Okay. Similarly, you have under root 3 irrational number. Under root 4 also? No. Under root 4. Under root 4 is a perfect square. So under root 4 can be written as 2 also. And 2 is a rational number. So under root 4 is not an irrational number. Okay. Then you have under root 5. Yes, under root 5 is also an irrational number. Then many other are there. Then you have pi also. Pi is also an irrational number. Then one more thing. Decimal expansion. If you check the decimal expansion, if there is a number like this 1.123432123 21562 never ending. So here if you see, the decimal expansion is non-terminating. It is non-terminating. It never terminates. Non-terminating. And one more thing, it is not repeating also. Like 1 2 3 4. Is it repeating again? No. 1 2 3 4, then 3 2 1 1, then 2 2, then 1 5 6 2. Nothing is being repeated there. Okay. So such decimal expansion, if you have a number which has been given in this one form, so this again would be an irrational number because it never ends and it is not being repeated also. So this type of decimal expansion is known as non-terminating, non-repeating. Are you getting this? Okay. So the decimal expansion of irrational number is a kind of non-terminating and non-repeating. So such decimal numbers are also irrational number because they are non-terminating. Neither they are repeating, nor they are terminating, neither they are repeating. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Very good. Very good. Okay. So that is all about the number system. Okay. So different types of number we have talked about. We have talked about natural, whole, all type of number we have talked about. Okay. Now if you see, all of these numbers are coming under the set of real numbers. So what are the real numbers? Real numbers are natural number, real numbers are whole number, even number, prime number, odd number, irrational, rational. All these are the real numbers. Are you getting this? Yes. So all numbers, whether they are rational, they are irrational, they are natural, whatever they are real numbers. Are you getting this? So that is all for today. Now from the next video we would be discussing some questions of this chapter. Till then stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.